Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing another dupe video. Before we get started into today's video, if you're not yet a part of our T Squad family and you would like to join, don't forget to subscribe in the link down below, and also don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so YouTube alerts you when I do upload another video. I do have this full face tutorial coming up. This is testing a full face of Jeffree Star approved makeup, so that should already be up on my channel actually, so go check that out. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, Snapchat and Instagram. On Instagram, I do go live every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am going to be doing cooking videos. I actually did my first, I actually did my first ever cooking video on Tuesday and it was a success. Thank you guys so much for joining me, for hanging out with me. I feel like Instagram live videos are a better way for you guys to get to know me on a more personal level. You know, obviously live videos I don't get to edit a lot, so you guys get to see the raw, real me, you know? If you just want to get to know me on a personal level, or you want to hang out with me, or you just want to learn how to cook, then don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, guys, if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to thumbs it up. That way I can create maybe like a third version. If you haven't checked out the first one, I'm going to go ahead and leave it linked in the description box so you guys can do so. But enough of the rambling, let's get started with today's dupe video. So I don't know about you guys, but we all love a good liquid lipstick, right? I actually have a lot of lip products in today's video as well, so I'm excited about that. So we're actually going to start off with the liquid lipstick. The first one here is Dolce K by Kylie Cosmetics. I have for this one here is the Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream from, what's the brand? Black Radiance Beauty in the shade Mood Cougar. They're both matte, but I want to say that the Black Radiance Beauty is a little bit more comfortable than the Kylie ones. I don't know if you guys have tried Kylie. I do have some of my favorite liquid lipsticks are from Kylie as far as the shades, but not the formula. The formula can be a little bit too over drying on the lips, and this one right here by Black Radiance Beauty is definitely matte, but it's definitely more comfortable on the lips. You're able to like breathe, if that makes sense. Like, it's not going to be like too over drying. So those are the shades right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're the exact same shade. So we have Kylie Cosmetics on the top, and then we have Black Radiance and Mood Cougar on the bottom. Close up of the shades just so you guys can see how spot on dupes these are, and like I said, the formula is hand in hand. Next up, I want to talk about one of my all-time favorite formulas and lipstick shade. This is Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. The dupe that I have for the Jeffree Star in Celebrity Skin is the NYX Lingerie in the shade Push Up. They're both matte, they're both pretty long lasting. I feel like if you don't want to splurge on a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick but you want to get the shade, this is perfect, because I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but the shades are pretty spot on as well. The formula is going to be a little bit different. I want to say Jeffree Star is definitely long lasting than the NYX Lingerie ones. I stand by Jeffree Star formula, like I stand by it, but if you don't care so much of the longevity of the liquid lipstick and you're just looking for the shade, then I really don't see why not go with this one. I don't know if my lighting is able to pick it up, just because I do have a light on top of me right here, and then I have some on the bottom, and with the reflectors, I don't know if you guys are able to tell like the shades true to color. Up is a primer. I did do a whole dedicated video on this primer in case you want to check it out. I also did a wear test for this primer. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dupe Primer right here. This is fairly new. It just came out. A review and wear test video, I actually did a comparison with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I also did a wear test on this primer. To me, you guys, I feel like the formula is spot on, exactly the same. This one makes my makeup last so freaking long. The longevity is insane. It reminds me so much of that primer. The tackiness that it gives you, I don't know, if you're looking for a good as primer that's just going to hold your makeup in place, I definitely recommend this one. I know I've been rambling about this primer for forever in like probably like the past 4 videos, but it really is just that good. Not only that, but I do find that this is definitely a dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So if you have been trying to get your hands on that primer, I know that primer is so freaking pricey. I explained to you guys in that video that I did get a sample and I tried it out, and I fell in love with how my makeup looked and the longevity and everything. But when I tried this one, I was like, girl, we don't need a $30-$40 primer when we can get, oh, you know, $10. Moving on to concealer, I have a dupe for the famous Tarte Shape Tape. You guys know how famous this concealer was, like, I don't know, for the past, what, 2 years, 1 year, I don't know. But it is so freaking famous. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves the longevity, the coverage, the finish, everything. And I am all up for it. I literally have stopped purchasing this concealer because I find that there's just better alternatives at the drugstore now, or the same as far as the longevity, the finish, the coverage, everything. So my dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, and I said it when I did the video with this concealer, the first time that I tried the COVERGIRL True Blend Undercover Concealer, I mentioned that I thought it was a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, and then my friend Taisha uploaded her video and she actually did a review and wear test comparing the two as well. As far as the concealer, when she tried it out, she also thought it was a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. Like I said, she does have a wear test on the concealer in case you guys are interested, but it definitely is the exact same thing as Tarte Shape Tape. The longevity is there. The formula is spot on there. It's more of like a thicker, it's not super thick, but I want to say it's like on the thicker side. It's like a thicker, creamy matte formula, if that makes sense. It is also very long lasting, doesn't accentuate my pores. It is just beautiful, and it does remind me of Tarte Shape Tape in the sense. So I definitely don't think you need a $27-$30 concealer when you can get this one right here. Shout out to COVERGIRL, by the way. They make some amazing products, and I feel like they nailed it with the concealer, you know? I feel like it took a brand so long to come up with a dupe, because even though I've tried the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and even I feel like the L'Oreal concealer that was my all-time favorite, I thought it was like a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape because it's like hand in hand. I feel like this one is a tad bit more full coverage and a little bit more matte than that one, so definitely your dupe is right here. Next up, we're going to talk about another Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. This one is in the shade Leo. This is my favorite. I love it. It is what I'm wearing on my lips today. I am obsessed with not only his formula but his shades as well. And my dupe for that one is going to be the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible liquid lipstick in the shade 358 Cowboy. They are the same friggin' shade. And keep in mind that Infallible mattes are also very, very long lasting. But I don't know if you guys are able to tell. They're obviously not dried, so you can definitely see some type of shine, but they do dry to a matte finish. Next up, we're going to talk about the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Ginger. If you guys know, Ginger and Leo are one of my all-time favorite liquid lipsticks, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one with whatever is left because I actually ran out. I ran out. Am I going to repurchase it? Definitely not. I feel like I don't need to when I have this one here. And then this is the Maybelline, what is this? The Super Stay Matte Ink in 70 Amazonian. Look at how close of a dupe these are. I see them the same. I might be blind, but I honestly see them the same. I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but they look pretty spot on in my opinion. I feel like the Amazonian one leans a little bit more terracotta than the Ginger one, but on the lips, to me, they look the same. You guys, I have the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Candy K. I have two for this liquid lipstick because this is Candy K liquid lipstick. Now I'm gonna swatch the Wet n Wild in the shade Rebel Rose. Rebel Rose is definitely leaning more mauve, but they're still super identical. I don't know if you guys are able to tell. And then I also have the ColourPop and Becky G in the shade Mija. So I wanted to give you guys these three options just so you guys can see how identical they are. So yeah, so here we have Mija by ColourPop, and then in the middle we have the Candy K, and then over here we have the Rebel Rose. So I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but they're pretty much identical. You guys are definitely going to see a little bit of a difference in the undertone because they're obviously not going to be spot on. But trust me when I tell you, they look alike in person. They really do look alike. Let's talk about the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You guys know that I have been loving this thing for years and years and years. And I'm almost out of it actually. So I have a dupe for this one, and I actually have two dupes that remind me as far as the concept and the finish of this. I usually just use this for hydration, but the Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water Spray by Wet n Wild reminds me of this so freaking much, and I love, love, love the scent of this. I also think the Essence Prime Studio Hydra Coconut Water Nourishing Energizing Primer Spray is very identical to this as well. But if you're looking for something along the same lines as this primer water for hydration and for a primer like before your makeup, then I really recommend either one of these two, because like I said, they're basically the exact same thing. I feel the exact same thing. They look the same on my skin. I'm gonna talk about a product that I've repurchased twice already. This is a $60 moisturizer, and I know what you guys are thinking. This is supposed to be like a moisturizer and a primer all in one for all skin types. This is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base with Vitamin C, Vitamin E, and Shea Butter from Bobbi Brown. I have used this so freaking much. I actually have almost nothing left in this. I love this stuff, you guys, but I recently stopped using it. I want to say like, I don't know, like a couple months, maybe like half a year already. In my opinion, if you're looking for something along the same lines of this, as far as a moisturizer and a primer all in one, and that's just going to make your makeup look beautiful throughout the day, that's going to hydrate your face, filling your pores, just looks so freaking beautiful for any skin type, then I really recommend the Martini Prep Serum Primer Instant Lift by Laura Sanchez. As you guys can see, I'm halfway through this. That is how much I love this product. Like, I absolutely love it. I don't think I'll ever repurchase this anymore because, like I said, this is $60. It's pricey. This one isn't as affordable either. It's definitely not on the drugstore price point, if that makes sense, but it's definitely cheaper than this right here. So huge shout out to Laura Sanchez. I feel like she nailed it with this primer. I am obsessed with this, like literally obsessed. What you guys are thinking, you guys are probably tired of seeing the lip products, but I feel like it's important to show you guys all of the lip products that I have. And a lot of people do want to save money as far as lip options. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch Kylie in the shade 20. So that's Kylie in the shade 20. And now I'm going to swatch the NYX Suede Liquid Lipstick in the shade 04 Soft Spoken. You guys, tell me that they are not the exact same thing. Like, they are dupes, I swear. And then I also have another high-end, which is Lolita. Lolita was like an all-time favorite of mine a couple years ago, and it was like so freaking famous everywhere. But I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but they're dupes. They're pretty much dupes. They're pretty much identical. I don't know if you guys are able to appreciate the shades because of my lighting, but they're pretty much the same, you guys. So if you guys have been wanting a dupe for the Kat Von D Lolita or Kylie in the shade 20, then NYX in Soft Spoken is the way to go. Next, I want to talk about this dupe because I actually wear this liquid lipstick a lot here on my channel and it is not available anymore. This is the Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Naked. This was actually from her birthday collection. This is a nude. It's like a brown nude color. It is so freaking beautiful, you guys. But I do have here the Infallible Paints by L'Oreal in the shade Tongue Tied, which is the Taylor's favorite liquid lipstick. And then I also have Strip by ColourPop. And I want to share with you guys both because they're both pretty identical. I want to say Tongue Tied is definitely geared more towards that shade, but Strip is a little bit darker. This one is Strip right here by ColourPop. And then in the middle we have Tongue Tied. So in the middle we have Tongue Tied right here by L'Oreal. And then this is the Kylie one. So I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but the shades are pretty much identical. I want to say Strip by ColourPop is definitely a little bit more brown, but definitely Tongue Tied is leaning more towards this shade. And I do use this shade quite a lot, so I found some that are in the same range, I guess you can say, but I want to say these two are definitely a dupe. Mention these really quickly because they do remind me of the same formula as far as like the finish. I do think they're a dupe, but if you have one or the other, I don't think you should get one or the other, if that makes sense. Like, if you already have this one, then I don't think you should get this one, and if you already have this one, then I don't think you need this one, because the finish is the same and the coverage is the same as well. So something to keep in mind. Just trying to like save you guys a little bit of money in case you guys got your eyes on these concealers. Next up is the Dermablend Professional Smooth Liquid Camo Medium Coverage Foundation SPF 25. My dupe for this one is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. As far as the longevity, the finish, everything reminds me of each other. Next up, I want to talk about the Jeffree Star concealer just because it's not like my all-time favorite concealer. It's definitely a very matte formula, but I'm going to be very honest, you guys. This formula reminds me of the Morphe concealer formula, but as far as like how I applied them and as far as like the finish and the coverage, they remind me of the same thing. So I don't know, I feel like if you have this one, then you don't need this one. This one is not the best out there anyways. I feel like there's just better concealers out there, but as far as the formula and the finish, they both remind me of the same thing. Next up is Jeffree Star Liquid Lipstick in the shade Unicorn Blood. And then my dupe for this one would be the Nibble by Morphe. If you guys are able to tell, but this one right here is the Jeffree Star one in Unicorn Blood, and then this one here is Morphe in Nibble. They both have the same undertone. They're not red, but they're in between like a red and a berry. I don't know. And again, the Morphe liquid lipstick is also a matte formula. Next up, you guys, is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, which is this one right here. My dupe for this one is the Profusion Highlighting Contour Palette. Obviously not the entire palette, but the medium chisel shade, which is in the middle. They're both pretty identical. I know this one looks lighter on camera, but it really isn't. I obviously can't like swatch this because I feel like you just won't be able to tell. But if you're looking for a good contour kit and you want something that reminds you of this one, this little contour kit is definitely the way to go. It is also super affordable. Next up is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Vanilla. This one reminds me so much of the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear in the shade Light Vanilla. So not only do the shades remind me of one another, but also the formula and the longevity of each one. Like I said, I wouldn't repurchase this one because the Milani one reminds me of the exact same thing. They're both, you know, the high medium coverage. You can definitely build it to full coverage. They're both very long wearing. They both leave my under eyes feeling so freaking beautiful. They're not matte, but they're also not dewy. I feel like they're like right in between. You can definitely set it and it'll turn into a matte finish. Lastly, you guys, I want to talk about a mascara which I don't have with me. I know that sucks, you know, when I don't have the actual product here to show you guys. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, and if you guys have seen, or you guys can even Google it, I've used the Benefit Big Bang mascara on my channel here before. I had like a travel size. I have no idea what I did to it, but that mascara reminds me so freaking much of the NYX On The Rise Volume Lift Mascara. You guys are probably tired of me talking about this as well. You guys, they're both super black and the wand is identical. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and try for you guys to see, but the wand is identical. They both have those like tiny bristles that are just perfect to coat your lashes. They both give me volume, both give me that like drama as well, and I am obsessed with this mascara. I don't think I'll buy the Benefit mascara like again because, like I said, it reminds me so much of this one. Alright guys, and those were all of the dupes that I had in today's video. I really wanted to share with you guys those dupes. I know that some of them are obviously not like spot on the same, but I really wanted you guys to see the undertones because I feel like a lot of the lip products were like hand in hand there. Definitely some of my favorite liquid lipsticks, and that's the reason why I really wanted to share them in today's video. But yeah guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's dupe video. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up the video right now. To follow me on social media, Snapchat and Instagram. Like I said, on Snapchat I do go live twice a week and I do cooking videos Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you do not want to miss out on the fun. And with that said, I will catch you guys very soon in my next one. Bye guys.